Let it begin. We're gonna hunt this whole box, see what we can pull. That's one way to take them out of the box. See, oh, that's another way to take it out of the box. I never said I had not Butterfingers, but see if we can pull some silver and mark it and look at that first roll. Man, I'm starting to love these boxes. That's a 90%er. 10 on the year. First roll. Let's go. Brings excitement for the rest of the box. $20. So these are older NIFCs because we're pulling 2020s. 2018, that's a keeper. Just because I don't have a lot under 2020, so I'll keep those. If I find some 2020Ds, I might keep a few of those. But I know I don't have the teens and early enough of them. Probably have enough 2010s. That's going to be the only one. Is this a proof? It's thick. 2020 91. I'm going to set it aside because it has that thick brim. And this one has a lot of white, but it's 91. All right. 23. So on this one side too, because it has that blue. A nice little coloration. Haven't seen one with a blue coloration like that, so it just is curious to me. Oh, finally a bicentennial, but not entirely what we're looking for. They can be silver, but they have to be a certain subset of it. Not all of them are silver. 71. But I'm already excited we pulled silver and NIFC on the first two rolls. One that's not common, that I haven't seen a lot of. We got a lot of these thick bands. It's an 80. Nah, I'll set it aside on the other side. They stand out like a NIFC, but they're not. At least don't have that estimate mark. They still could be a kind of proof coin. But for most of my keeping purposes, I care about the estimate mark. And the only reason I'm separating the bicentennials is because when I look for the errors, there's different errors to look for. I've been doing real well with Independence Hall. We'll have a couple different letters either missing or lightly struck that I look for, and they've actually been doing fairly well for me selling. So it just helps me keep it all together on what I'm looking for in my when I go through them individually. Of course, I look for the doubles on the back of the regular Eagles, and you can pick those up on my eBay store. Whitesquirrelcoins is listed in the title of every coin I have available online. Try to make it easy to search for. Try to throw coins at people too. Yeah. We'll see if I'm able to post some 40% silver pieces here soon. Haven't found any yet that I'm able to post. Of course, that's could change at any time. Like you just saw, first roll of this pulled a 90, so we don't know what's in here and what's in here to find. So but do want to say set up my, so I keep an Excel spreadsheet with the eBay just to know profit and all that, and from time to time I've been taking out money to reinvest. I've done some into stocks, I've done some into different coins, but now I made 5 down algorithm. It's just a equal sum with a percentage of the sales, so I know, like I said, 25% will go into the S&P 500, right? So now I don't even have to think about it. You know, each week I just add in what has been paid out, and then that'll tell me how much I have to invest in that. I have a line how much I want to invest into silver / coins, and then reinvest into this. Oh, no, too. That's an NIFC. There we go. Decent looking 89. I set that normally. So I'm trying to increase a couple different things while maintaining the business side of it, because I don't want to ever get into a spot where I can't buy more rolls. And I also want to make sure that I'm setting up for future as well as present. And the best way I know how to do that, and the best way I know how to do that, kind of diversifying what I'm doing. And not all will go into the S&P 500. There'll be other stocks that I kind of like, and that I buy into. So it's not all just that. So again, this isn't advice or anything like that. This is just what I have done and what I'm doing. 97. 87 is also an NIFC. Flipping and check for rotational error, making sure that they're not double-sided. I did find, and I do have, you know, making sure there's no trick coins like that. Have found it. Also found a fake coin, or a magic coin, I should say. So just make sure there's nothing like that in here, which is why I flipped through all of them. And then like these 2015 NIFC, you're not gonna find them just by looking at the side because of all the 2021 2s and 2023s I have. I don't want to keep them in particular because I have enough money invested in them set aside for sale that they can go back into circulation and they won't hurt my feelings. Somebody out there is probably watching me like, but they're hold some value, I guess. I sell them for like $3 plus like 60-cent shipping, something like that for a set. So I make $1 or $2 on a set that I find, but they're not moving super quickly. Usually I can find another set of the 2022s, 3s before I even run out. Heck, sometimes I get a whole box of them. But so that's what I did. That actually, so going back, I jump all around when I ramble. Going back to the stock thing of what I have done and set up. I'm trying to make it easier on myself, and that way I'm looking at it and able to invest in a more structured way. So like the last time I did it, it was like a lump sum. Oh, hit the camera. Bad me. It was a lump sum, and I want to get away from that. Based on a lot of the, that looks like it's been on a fire, strategies I've heard and listened to. You know, you want to invest over time, so you're not hitting a high or a low. You're kind of going with the market and allowing the market to increase, which makes sense to me. Here's a 19. I'll go on that stack. And so by having that algorithm, well, that sum equals to on the sheet, it's a lot easier for me to say, oh, well, I got $10. I can go invest in this right now. Let me go ahead and transfer it and go ahead and have the reoccurring investments go through. I'm going to take out more so I can just keep it moving. So the reoccurring investments go through and I don't have to think about it. It just happens. So that's one thing I did set up that I like. The only thing I don't like about it, and I haven't really looked into it, is the time it buys is like 1:30. I don't know if that's just how it's set up or if I can actually alter that. I haven't really checked into that yet because I want it to be, it just happens. And I don't know that at the beginning of the day would be better than towards the middle to end of the day. It'd just be interesting to see if I can manipulate the time. And that's just more of a control thing, because I'm not analyzing the market that heavily to see, oh, at 1 o'clock, the market's down usually on Monday, or at 2 o'clock on Thursday, the market's usually, lower and then it gains. I haven't looked into it that heavily. So it's just all based on personal preference. Of course, you can always go in and buy it yourself at any time, but it doesn't make it automated. So if you forget, you didn't invest. And I have have it automated. I think I'm doing like 20 to 30 bucks a week. I think right now. And that's on the side. That's not everything. Obviously, I got my work. This is outside of work. This is just what I'm doing to try to get ahead. Because you can never do too much. This one feels... Oh. Trash goes in the trash can. So we're getting a couple thicker edges, which is a nicer looking edges. That's good. I think it's a good sign. Could be wrong. But also the point of the channel is to show the most true, unbiased hunting experiences. So that's why if you see me posting a video where I open up a box and it's all brand new coins, that's why I'm posting it, because it's the reality. It can happen, and I feel like if I just show you every roll that I open up has a silver in it, that's not the reality. This month alone, I will have gone through 8 boxes because 6 of them were all 2023s of some sort, all brand new. So I want to be able to show you that, and show you the reality of, if you're doing this because you think it's a quick payout, it's not quick. It does take time, energy, and effort. 2019. But on the other side, there's other things you can look for that's not just silver. Like I have a lot of the machine doublings that go for like $3-4 bucks a piece, which is the main thing I sell on eBay. That has been keeping me afloat and going strong. So I thank you for the support on that. But different errors I found on the last box, not the one I'm currently hunting. Ooh, that looks like a proof right there. That one looks like a proof. No mint mark, but I'm fairly certain. Set that over there. That was super shiny. But not everybody's into air coins. But again, $2-3 bucks a coin. You still take a risk in the shipping. I do the envelopes because it's cheaper for everybody, but post office loses them, so you can lose some money doing it that way. I've lost a little bit, but I've gained more than what I've lost, so I still do it that way. When I start selling silver, I think I might do it a little bit differently. And then of course, if it goes super well and I'm able to pick up silver and sell it for more, I might start doing that. I don't know. I'm letting this kind of ride however it rides. because I'm enjoying especially the hunt aspect of it. It's it takes some time, but it takes time for me because I do the videos. Wouldn't take as much time if you're just unrolling, looking at the edge. If all you care about is silver, looking at the edge and then moving on, it wouldn't take you as much time. I'll put that one over there. So, I mean, you can put a lot of time into it, or a little bit of time into it. I think the main thing is, for a lot of other hunters, if you have to re-roll the change to take it in, I have a bank that has a coin machine, so I don't have to re-roll it. So it makes it super convenient to hunt. And I made that deal with the bank that orders me the halves, that I would not take them loose coins, that I had a way to get rid of them, and all they see is dollars, and they're happy with it, I'm happy with it, because I didn't want to re-roll the coins, because then it is costing money to buy the rolls, to take it back. You know, if you don't find silver, it is costing you a little bit of money for the rolls, and that's not something I wanted to invest my time in. So I think if you have the a setup like I have and you want to get into it, it's definitely, you don't know what you're going to find. I have pulled a Walking Liberty. I pulled a couple Benjamin Franklins. I was looking for 2015s for the longest time. I've pulled 2 today. I already found one, so I'm not looking for them exclusively anymore, but I will still set it aside because I don't have that many of them. So you don't know what you're gonna find, and that's kind of fun. For me, it's not gambling, because the coins still hold value. You know, it takes $500 to get a box, but your $500 isn't gone. It's not like you bought scratch off tickets, and if you don't win, you know, your money's gone. Like, it's still valuable in the form of currency. It's just not nice and easy bills. But another way you can do it is you can see if they have customer wrap rolls. I think that was like the first video I did, was I went into a different bank trying to get the setup I have now, and they had customer wrap rolls. So I picked them up. I didn't find silver, but you never know with customer wrap rolls either, if they're hunting as well. I don't know too many people that do. But I do know it's a hobby, so it's definitely possible. Like the bank I have, there's another person that orders coins. And sometimes they don't pick them up, so I ended up picking them up for them. And I have snagged some silver that way, because they had the boxes waiting for him to pick them up. It's been a week. I'm ready for the next boxes. So I asked them to order it. They asked if I want those boxes that are sitting there. And I feel like if I'm asking them to order and they have boxes there, I'm taking them. because the bank I deal with has a smaller coin vault, so I feel like I'm doing them a favor if they're not sitting. But could be either way. I mean, if the guy goes in the very next day, even though it's been a week, they don't have them, they probably just tell them they send them back. Hadn't heard from them, you know, something like that. I don't know. I don't know that it's happened, but I do know they don't have a super big coin vault. It's like a kitchen cabinet. So I try to make sure if they're ordering me stuff, I pick it up. But on the positive note, we got what, 4 more for the top row, and then we're on the bottom. Oh, also I have opened up rolls and they're missing like $1 or $2. That's happened. Ooh, that's probably, nope. It looks so convincing to be a 72. It gets you sometimes, but that's okay. Also, some 40%ers have hidden in the roll as I go through it. So sometimes I'll flip it over and it'll be a 67, let's just say. I have the most 67s. It'll be a 67 because it was dirty. But that's actually the reason I wanted to do halves, was because of the 40%ers. Not too many people knew about it, I don't think. I mean, you can see my list. I have found almost 25 40%ers compared to the 1090. So a little bit more than 2 to 1. Not that it's guaranteed. Nothing's ever guaranteed. But that, to me, I view it as like a second chance. You know, like, oh, you didn't get a 90, but here's something that's a little off, because I pull, or just in pocket changes, I see a lot of 95 quarters, and I always say 1 year. But here, that would be 40% silver, so it's still worth some money. This one's shining on both ends. That may be a whole new roll. Yep. This is what you can see in some of the rolls. Let me just go through. Is it all 2020p? It's looking to be. Also, another thing I'm checking just real quick is to make sure there's not a rotational error. They should be north and south of each other. You know, facing, you flip it, they face the same way. I've only seen online, like, it'll be like this, you flip it, but the heads, you know, rotate it. It's called a rotational error. I've seen it online, haven't seen it. Haven't seen a major one yet. Sometimes I question my flipping abilities because it throws me off, but you'll see me double check them from time to time because I flipped it weird, and I thought it was, but it's not. So we're getting a lot of these nicer looking. That one has some stuff on it. Well, getting a lot of NIFCs for good years that I don't have a lot of. Found a 90%er, so happy on that. I don't see, you know, when I find a 90, it's always joyous. The 40%ers, I met my goal, so I'm gonna end up starting to sell and offload some when I find them, obviously. On to the bottom. Let me pull one out. We're gonna do this one first. Has that little like gloss. I'm gonna pull a bunch of them out. I also see people using a screwdriver. That little razor blade was left in the house when I bought it, and turns out to work just nice. So I use it. Alright, so that's decent for an idiot. And then I'm gonna check this one. I don't think it is, because when I just rotated it, yeah, 71. Well, it gave me hope an 89. So sometimes it'll look real close to what a 40%er looks like, and then you rotate it and you can see that die cast. But never hurts to look at. And take a second look, because once you turn it in, you're not getting it back. So that's one thing I would recommend with this hobby, is if you're going to do it, take your time, go through it. Make sure to pull out what you want. This I'll probably take a few days to go through for the doubling. But luckily enough, I have a big enough bench. I can get through a couple, do a video, get through a couple, do a video, and it's not a big deal. If you're working in a tighter space, you know, you don't have as much time, I would imagine. So it's just knowing your limitations and what you can do. Sometimes you can be ambitious and then, you know, get yourself involved in too much. Did you? I've done that. Certainly done it. But in preparation for this video, I definitely cleared off a lot of space. There has been some videos where my elbow doesn't have enough room. It's tight and I don't like it. And it's my fault. Like, that is in really good shape. I'll set that up there, especially for a 71. So I found a lot of good looking coins that are not S mint, but could still be proofs. 02 starts the NIFCs. That was an 01. Also, you know, in the channel, I've learned a lot from you guys watching, correcting me, and I welcome it. I thank you guys for it. If I say anything that's off, you know, it helps grow my knowledge, because then I'll go look it up real quick, you know, verify. I've had people tell me that, you know, they stopped making coin or silver and coins in 64, and while that's the case through most, you get halves, and that's not the case. That's a beautiful line right there. Let's see. Another 64. Day of lucky. All right, I gotta do a weird. Not the case with halves. Ooh, 16. Because they do have that 40% from 65 to 70. Very important to know if you're going to hunt coins. Because, like I said, that's one reason I do this, is because I feel like it's that second chance. 71, if you find silver in a 71, it is quite valuable because it's an error. Because it was not meant to have it, and people like it. I could be wrong on this one, but I do think they did a clad in 70 as well, where it was copper instead of silver, and not worth as much as the 71. Still an error coin, and people like it. I'd much rather find the 71 silver than the 70 clad. Just personally, I'd rather find the silver, but just something to keep your eye out for. That's why you see a lot of 71s and not 70s, because the 70 still is. And I've only found 170 through all the boxes I've hunted. 170. So it bunch of 67s. 14. But I think it's fun and a good way to spread knowledge and, you know, just learn about coins, learn about currency, free silver. You know, if the silver market goes up, you got a coin that's gaining in value if you don't sell it. That was 74. And if you do sell it, you know, you made more than the 50 cents you spent to get it. My wife's, of course, asked me what I plan to do, and if I keep investing or keeping the silver, what's going to happen. And you know, I tell her, as long as I don't need it, why would I sell it? Throughout history, it's not really gone down. It goes down for a time, but then it goes, rebounds, goes right back up. It's about $30 at the time of recording this video. So that's worth about 15. $50, half an ounce of silver. So rough math, but you know, you get it. Get the idea that I think it's definitely worth it. I mean, if I lost $2 in the last box, you know, from all the 2023s, and it shorted me $1 in the rolls, I just well made up for it. And that's kind of how I look at it. When I'm going through it, yeah, it sucks, but you know what? I made $1 selling foreign coins that I have no idea what to do with, but I still take them from the bank in the coin slot return machine, or return slot of the coin machine, because why not? If I can get a quarter a piece for them, I'll take it. Some of the countries probably never go to. Even if I do go to them, I doubt I'm gonna look through that coin machine or my coins looking for, that's a D, looking for that country's coins that I've found. I think I have one for the Bahamas, 2017. But there's the lady that bought the coins was asked me very 09 if I had any Russian coins. I was like, I don't know. You would have to look through, because there's a lot of coins in there. I can't read the language to know where it's from. And I found them. I didn't really buy them, because it's not like I went to the country and got them. You know, like I can tell you what a peso is. And I can tell you I got a lot of Canadian coins. That's an NIFC. 87 in general. Not intended for circulation. That's a pretty one. I'll put you over there. So 87 and 02 to now, considered not intended for circulation. Though I do question 2020 to 2023. I do question if they are. Haven't seen a 2024 yet, which, thank you. At the same time, confusing. I see people got them online. I wonder if they're going and actually requesting them from like a mint or something to sell, or check for errors. I know error coins is a huge market, which is how my eBay survives. But yeah, I don't know how you get the newest coin like that, because I haven't seen them, and I'm just getting them right from the bank. So I guess you have to go through like a mint, I would imagine. Ooh, 18. A lot of NIFCs that I actually will keep in this box. And I like these boxes a lot for taking the change back, because it has that lid that can close. Very, very nice. Nice design. Whoever did it, kudos. But you can see that's the NIFCs. And they're wide range. But my two favorite finds still are the silver pieces. Let's not get anything mistaken. I will take silver over NIFC any day. But it's kind of like a bonus find too. Not intended for circulation. They can go for a few bucks if you get the P and D together. So since I'm hunting coins, I set them aside. I got 2 lots on my eBay available for sale right now with NIFCs. I've had some success with the lots over just posting individually, but I have sold individual NIFCs, P&D. So it all just depends on how you want to break it down. If you get into it and you want to sell and become a seller, I don't know how far this will go for me. I don't know. Wife asked me that, and I said I'll take it as far as I can. Why not? I don't think I'm going to open up a store and try to just do currency, but if it ever comes to the point where I'm making more doing this than my regular job, that's a serious contender. Because if I can make what I'm making on a 90-hour or 40-hour job doing half the time, I like to think, imagine what I can do doing full time. But that's me thinking out loud, of course. It's only been, I started my eBay January last year. So it's been about a year, a little over a year. So I don't like to set limitations. I don't like to think too far. I just like, this is a hobby right now and a fun way to make some money and share the hobby. Which I think is the bigger point, is to share. I also often think about like what these coins have went through. Not the new ones, obviously. But like those 64s, they were used. How often were they used? What were they used for? That has a good gloss on it. A lot of good looking coins outside of just the new coins. Condition wise, I'm impressed with these boxes. Again, I haven't seen these particular boxes, so except for once before. So I'm imagining they're just sitting somewhere. Like I was talking to the teller, I was like, I know eventually I won't get a new box. It's just how many boxes do I have to go through before I cross that path? And it gets me thinking, like, I wonder if they're sending them from different locations. You know, say they got $50 boxes sitting in Maine because nobody's hunting in Maine, and you know, they ship them down, or if nobody's hunting in North Carolina, a particular area, if they just move them like that. I don't know. Very curious, because I'd imagine they would have to move a little bit. But as to what detail of movement they have, I do not know. And I never met anybody that said they work for the Federal Reserve, so I have nobody to ask them. I've been to the Philadelphia location where they can print money. I've seen them turn on the machine to make money. But they said they do more common change. So it's whenever they get orders when they turn it on. Now it feels like in today's society they just keep it running to print more and more money, but it was cool to see. But again, I don't know that they ship them, especially like coins, because it depends on who has the need is where they would go. So if they ship too many boxes to like Utah, I would imagine they would bring them back to divvy out. But bank wrap coins, you don't know what you're gonna get until you open them. Most I found so far in a single roll is 240s. That was a joyous day. And it wasn't too long ago. So it can happen. I've heard people have 3. You can certainly buy rolls that you get the whole roll is, but those are expensive rolls. I like opening up the $10 roll and finding 2 pieces. Or a piece. I mean, not getting greedy here. Just like searching. What do we got? 5, 6, 7, 8 rolls left. 8 more chances. Look at that. I said it and it happens. That white line right there. Another 90. I am liking this box. This box is profitable. So I said earlier they're about 15 bucks each. Like, it's D mint mark, but it's so shiny and frosty. Set it over there. Like, it has me really questioning if proof coins were minted in half dollars in other areas, because it's got that frost, got that shine like you would see in a proof coin. Thick brim. Oh, that's 390s for the box. Will I find one more to make an even 4? Will I find a 40%? Will I find no more? So what I say? 15, 45-ish. I'm not including all the NIFC pairs or proof coins that can go for a little bit. And not including any error coins I find. This was a good box. Again, super shocked at how many like decent looking coins are in this box. It kind of throwing me off a little bit. Some of the other boxes I've hunted, it's been like there's gum stuck to the damn coin. You get hunted too. So, you know, pocket lint is a thing, and you do see it. 5 left. Let's count it down. Let's see if we find any. And if you made it this far, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead, give me a like and follow if you enjoy the ramblings, the brain thoughts, and the hunting, the true natural hunting of coins. And the only way I know how to do it, and that's just open, honest. You see me unbox it, you see me cut into every roll. They're bank wrapped. I don't have anything else. Get it all from a bank. Why are you green? 72. I get them all from a bank to hunt. So I like, you know, if you were to go do this, you would have just as good as odds, get just as good as chances. I made a lot of coins. And what I find is just the luck of the draw of the box that the employee picks up and puts on the truck that day. Nothing special to it, no, a lot of luck, but nothing on my end I can do to control or enhance the chances. But I do enjoy a good hunt, and that is what this has been. We got 2 rolls left. We're gonna see if we can pull some more. Even if we don't, this goes down as a good box with the 3 90s coming out of nowhere. The first roll, pulling a 90. I mean, love the chances. Odds are very low to do that, especially in the first roll. But I encourage, if you like coins, if you want to hunt, you know, just start. Box of pennies, you can hunt wheat pennies. It's $25 for a box. You'll get a lot more new boxes of pennies, but you know, if you have a coin machine where you can dump them in for free, not Coinstar, I'd recommend it. And you can always hunt wheat pennies, and see if you can find that 1909 VDB. And usually wheat pennies, if you get a decent box, you're gonna find a couple for sure. They're not as uncommon as silver, and you have a good chance at finding. But that's a cheap way of where you can start if you just want to start a collection. It goes up from there. $100 for a box of nickels, $250 for a box of dimes, $500 for a box of quarters or half dollars, and then the $1,000 for a box of dollars coins. All right, last roll. So 3 silver for the box. We're gonna take it. We're gonna be happy as always. Even if we don't find silver, as long as we can hunt, it's a good box. This was a great box, having 3 90s. Not everyday pools. A bunch of NIFCs. Of course, we're gonna break it down here in a second with what we found, what we pulled out, what we liked. Still going to be more coins we end up pulling out that we like as we go through, checking the machine doubles on the back. And if you like machine doubles, Whitesquirrelcoins on eBay, I post a lot of them there. A lot of NIFCs. Got 18, 09, 17, 14, 16, 2, 10, 15, 19, 2 19s, an 04, another 15, an 02, and an 18. We got some good looking coins right here that I liked, thinking they're like, this one's an NIFC as well, an 87. This one you don't have to pair, but it has that nice shimmer. So we got those that we're keeping. I pulled this one out. Looked very interesting to me. 72, nothing too fancy. And then we got, of course, our silver. All 64, so all 90%. Love that sound. You can makes a different sound. You can hear the difference. There you go. We marked them down. We found them. We're successful. Now we'll catch you guys in the next one.